Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, it's good to have you back. In this video, we're going to be looking at IGCSE ICT paper 201. We're going to be looking at the presentation part of the paper. February, what am I saying? June 2026, okay? We're going to be looking at the presentation part of it. Okay, so I did a video on the document production part of it. You can click on the pop-out banner now or check in the description below for the link to that video. Also, you can also click on the pop-out banner now to watch the video on March 2026 at the same paper, the same component, and also I will drop a link in the description below for you to be able to do that. Okay. All right, so if you found videos on this channel useful to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Every like, every subscription, every share encourages us to bring out more videos for you. Okay? All right, so let's get right on to it. So this is the presentation part of it. We're going to start now. Task 5, presentation. You are going to create a short presentation. All slides must have a consistent layout and formatting. Create a presentation of 6 slides using J2621 power.rtf. Unless otherwise stated, this slide must display a title and a bulleted list. Okay. All right. So first thing we'll do is to go to PowerPoint. Okay. You create a blank presentation. Okay. Then click on File. Click on Open. Because the file we're opening is not a PowerPoint file, it's an RTF file. We have to open it from PowerPoint inside it. Okay. So browse. Then I will go to where I have my stuff. Then I have my question papers. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to change this to all files so that I can get where I saved it. Okay, so this is it. Source file. So good. Sorry about that long. I'm checking. So it is J2621 power.rtf. So I'll come here, open it. Okay. Sorry. So I'm waiting for it to open up. And here we are. So they said it is 6 slides and each of them has a bulleted list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each has a bulleted list. So let me enable editing. Okay. Good. So let's continue. So place in the left of the slide header your name, center number, and candidate number. Place in the footer automated slide numbers, center aligned. Okay, so to do this, we're going to use the master slide. Okay, so we'll click on View, go to Slide Master. Okay, this Slide Master is the blueprint of the building, the blueprint of the slide. Whatever we do here affects all the slides. Okay, so I'm going to move this footer box. I'm going to click. Okay, first of all, sorry, when you open the Slide Master, it is the last slide that is usually checked. Okay, so move on to the first slide because everything you do on the first slide is going to affect every other slide. But everything you do in each of the individual slides here will only affect that slide. Okay, so I go to the first slide, right? So I'm going to drag this footer up here. I think it's supposed to be in the left. Let's see. Place in the left of the slide header. All right, so it's here. So I'm going to type my name, fictitious center number, and candidate number. Okay. So after doing that, I'm going to align it to the left by going to home and then using my left align button here. Okay. Then next up, we have place in the footer, automated slide numbers, center aligned. So I'm going to delete this because we're not asked to put a date. So I'm going to delete this. And then I'm going to move this to the center. Okay. And then I'm going to center align it using our center alignment button. Okay. So now I need to enable it to make sure that it will show when I go to the main slide. So I'll click on insert, click on header and footer, check this box for slide number, check this box for footer, and then click on apply to all. So if I do that and I click on slide master and close slide master view, you can see this is left aligned and this is center aligned, just like it should be. Okay. All right, so this is done. This is done. The next question, next instruction here says, format the first slide so that a title slide layout is applied with no bullets. The title and the subtitle text are center aligned. Okay, so let's go and do that. So this is the first slide. I need to change the layout. Okay, so I'll come to layout, click on layout, and then pick title slide. Okay, so you can see it has changed the slide layout to a title slide, and then the bullet point is no longer there. So I think this is done. So this is done. They are both center aligned. If you look at it, they are both center aligned. Okay. All right. So insert a new slide as slide 7 in your presentation. Format this slide to have a title and chart layout only. Enter the title, battery demands. So we're going to insert a 7th slide. So I'm going to come here. Okay, come under here, put a new slide, and then let's see title and chart. Do I have anything like that? No. So I'll just pick title and content. Okay. So I'm going to put the title. What's the title here? Title here is battery demand. So battery demand. Battery demands, and then the chart will go here. Okay. So I can pick a chart from here and put it. All right. Good. So this is done. So that's my 7th slide. Okay. All right. So use the data in the file j26 demand.csv to create a stacked column chart to compare the battery demand for all vehicle types from 2020 to 2025 only. Okay. This chart must display the year on the category axis and the GWH per year on the value axis. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my Excel and then get the file in there. So this is the file. I'm sorry, let me confirm that again. Demand.csv. So I'm going to open this. It's open in Excel. So I'm going to open this. Okay. So it's all right. Great. So we're doing a column chart. All right. So what we're going to do now is let me see that again. Let me say it again. Create a stacked column chart to compare battery demand for all vehicle types from 2020 to 2025. All right, so let's continue. Good. So we're going to use a stacked column chart. This is what we're going to do. So come here, click on this button, And then you see that one of the recommended charts is a stacked column chart right here. Okay, so we can use this, or we can come here under the column chart and then pick stacked column chart, which is here, or this. You can use this. Okay, so let's use this. All right, let's use this. Click on OK. Yeah, so this is a stacked column chart. So the difference between this and a normal column chart is that instead of the different bars being separate, the options or the values are stacked on top of each other. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Go back to the question paper. Get some clarity. All right. So the year should be on the category axis. So this is the category axis. This should have the year. So we're going to get that done. Okay. Come here. So I'm going to click here. Click on this. Come to select data. Okay. So we're going to remove this and then replace it with the year. So from 2020 to 2025. Click on OK. That is done. Then what should be on the value axis? The value axis should have the GWH per year. I think that is fine. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Okay. Yeah, so this is fine. All right. Good. Okay, so we've been able to do this. And then a legend showing the vehicle types. I think that's already captured here. You can see this is the legend. I'll be showing the different vehicle types. You can see the color for bicycles, for cars, for buses, trucks, vans, and others. Okay. Let's go back. What's the title of the chart? Did they say anything about the title of the chart? Okay. So label the chart as follows. Chart title, annual lithium. Okay, I'm going to have to copy this. So I'm going to have to copy this. Annual lithium ion battery usage. So I'm going to go back to this. Paste. Okay. Then go back here. Value axis title GWH, category axis title year. So let's go and add that. So I'll just click on the chart, click on the plus sign, axis titles. So here we have it should be year, and then this is GWH. GWH. Okay. So I'm going to close this. All right. So this is done. Let's figure out this is done. Okay, this is done. Format the value axis scale to display minimum 0, maximum 1 to 50, and then increments of 250. So let's go and do that. Minimum 0. So I'm going to double click on this and then check the menu that pops out on the right. So I double clicked on the value axis, and then this came up on the right hand side. So minimum is 0, maximum is 2500, I believe. Let me confirm that. Maximum is okay, 1250. Sorry, that's why it's always good to confirm stuff. 1250. Okay. Then the increment is what? Let me confirm that again. Increment of 250. So where you have major, change this to 250. Okay. Where you have major, change to 250. And then okay, yeah, so this is good. So you can see maximum value is 1250. Minimum value, why do I have minus 150 here? Wait, let me check that again. Minimum is 0, maximum 0. Minimum is 0, maximum is 1250. Okay, let's make the 0. See, yeah, okay. So change this to 0. And then we're able to have this. Okay, so we have minimum 0, maximum 1 to 50. Okay, and then we have our title, value axis title, and the category axis title done. Right? So let's go back to the question paper. Close this. Okay, so minimum done, maximum done, increment done. Okay, so place the chart on the slide with the title battery demands are created in step 23. Resize the chart so that it fills most of the space below the title. Make sure that no words are split. Data and labels do not overlap and are fully visible. So let me just go through this and ensure that I've done everything here. So I've done this, done this, done this, done this. Okay? All right, so let's go and copy the chart and put it on our slide. So I'm going to pick the chart now. Okay? Right click on it, click on copy. Okay, so our chart, let's go to the chart first of all before we move on. So we have 0 here, we have 1 to 50, we have the title, we have the year, 2020, 2025. We have all the vehicle types represented here. Okay, and then this is a stacked column chart. So I'm just going to right click, click on copy, come to my slide, and then paste. Okay, so they said we should make sure that it fills most of the page. So I think this does justice to that. This fills most of the page down here. Okay, all right, so this is done. This is done. So save the presentation, print the presentation as a handout in portrait orientation with 2 slides to the page, each filling half the page. So first of all, I'm going to save the presentation. So click on File, Save As, put it in my work area folder. So I'm going to, yes, my work area 2026. Save it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is done. Then we're to print it as a handout. Portrait orientation, 2 slides per page. So I'll come here where you have full page slides, put it on 2 slides per page, and then you have this. Okay, you have 4 pages, and then you have 2 slides per page. Remember, I told you guys something in my first video that there are 2 places you can put your information on a slide. Okay, the first one is on the slide itself. Okay, and then the second one is on the printout. Now, if you put it on the slide itself, if you print it out, you notice that sometimes it's actually very tiny and your examiner might not be able to read it properly. So this is what you do to put it on this page as well so that it will be clear and visible. So I'm going to click on Edit Header and Footer. Okay, and where you have notes and handouts, I'm going to select the header, right, and then I'm going to put my name. Okay, so this is done. So click on Apply to All, and then you can see my name is now fully visible on this page. This is clear. This is clearer than this. Okay, so I always advise my students to always put their names here, not just here alone. Okay, so I'm going to use Microsoft Print to PDF to print it. Since I can't do physical printouts because this is video, I'll put it here. Label it printout 1. Save it. Okay, now let me go and open it up. Come here. So this is it. So if I open this, let's give it a while. It's going to come up now. Okay, I don't know why it did that, but let me use Let me use a browser to open that up. Let me use browser. Let's see. Okay, use Chrome. All right. Okay. See it now. Coming up. Coming up. Coming up. All right. Is it? See? You can see my printout. You can see my the graph is fully visible. My name is on the top of the document, so it can be clearly seen. So this is the end of the video. This is the end of presentation June 2026 IGCSE ICT. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to do another video on database, so watch out for that video, still on June 2026 series. I hope this video has been useful to you. If it has, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until I see you again in the next one, have a wonderful one.